Hey everyone, Debbie Reed here, Think Healthcare Solutions, Stress About Healthcare, and the Healthitude Academy. Welcome. Ask a Frustrated Nurse. Yeah, today. This is episode 35. It's been a few weeks since I've touched bases, but I'm here, and in my research today, I was working on an article, Corruption in Healthcare, and I was doing some research on a couple of things today. One, I was in LinkedIn and someone made a comment. Somebody had posted something about Optum and I think another acquisition that I may or may not have mentioned, and I don't have it up in front of me. But anyway, the thread of conversation, somebody commented about alluding to the fact that, oh, here we are. And Optum being an insurance entity practicing medicine, and I kind of chuckled because that is very, very true. My heart just aches at where we're at in healthcare, and so many of us can argue, well, we need universal healthcare, we need this, we need that. And, the bottom line is, and in that thread, somebody else pointed out the same exact thing that I've been saying for years, is it needs to be totally redone. Not just throwing legislation on it, not just making up rules, not just, calling it whoever the current president is and doing stupid stuff on top, just like our government. They can get out of our business, and personally, because I understand how we've gotten to where we are. Fraud is a real thing. We've had, and amazingly, still today, it goes on, it continues, and I get that. However, we've also lost sense of health and our health care. And, doctors go to school for years and they train and become practitioners of their profession and go off into their specialties. And lo and behold, only to find out that, they really can't practice the art of medicine without so many boundaries. It's like, if I were in their shoes, sometimes it'd be hard to get up out of bed every day and go to work and take care of patients because of the red tape and the nonsense. Yeah. Now, I will say, one of the problems lie in documentation, and which is another interesting thing for me because I've done it all. I was back in the day when we wrote everything. We had these charts and filed away, and they were microfished and sent down to the basement, and on and on. And then electronic came, and there was that combination of electronic charting with some paper, and now we're like gone full on electronic. And all of this is supposed to help things get better, and it's not. I was trained to chart, and if it wasn't charted, it didn't happen. Nowadays, I am appalled at what's classified as charting, and the lack of. When we're auditing, sometimes it's incredible. It's like, here this patient's in the unit, and there's a couple of words, or in the ICU, intensive care. There's a couple of words written about that 12-hour shift. Check off and stuff does not give the best picture, but it's like almost that no one cares anymore. So, we're really kind of in a sad place. So, on with insurance companies practicing medicine. I then found an article that I knew this was coming. You know, Walmart's had their little shingles out. I mean, you know, you walk in the front door and it's like, here's your flu shot. Here's the, you know, they have clinics and stuff in certain places. Well, guess what? Here we have Amazon, and I knew this was going to happen. Amazon to acquire a primary care company, One Medical, for $3.9 billion. So, you know, they just recently did the little Amazon app for, you know, for people with aging parents and helping with that, you know, being in contact with them and stuff, which is great. I was using Alexa before that even came out. I had it in my dad's room so that I could, you know, connect with him because, you know, we have several stories in our house, and so that I would be able to hear him and know what was going on. So, I mean, technology is wonderful, and I'm not bashing it, but there's certain places for it, and I don't think that Amazon should be in the business of healthcare. I don't think Walmart should be in the business of healthcare. Now, if they want to do it on a charitable level, that'd be a whole nother ballgame. But that's not what this is all about. And you know, not surprised, but here we are. So they're taking on this One Medical, along with, what's the other company's name? Shoot, just had it. I think it's dang it, sorry guys. Iora Health, which they had just taken on in 2020. So they'll take both of those on. The Iora is senior focused for Medicare patients. So I really don't, I'm not a fan of this happening. We have so many other great primary care groups that are in the business of taking care of patients. I think the problem I have with this, and here's my thought. Right now, there's probably a great model. It's probably a great company structure. The care is probably terrific. I fear that once Amazon gets a hold of it, it's going to change. And I think we're going to lose sight of patient care even more. You know, telemedicine is a wonderful thing, but it serves a great purpose. But you know, these big groups like this are pushing that technology, like everything can be done remote. And it's like, no, it can't. And so I'm really concerned by the growth and where we're headed in, you know, in the industry and in the delivery of healthcare. So, you know, be mindful. I mean, I know, you know, handy on occasion, yeah. You know, when you're looking at an urgent situation stuff, but it just kind of saddens me that we're, you know, going to, I mean, Amazon, I mean, you can go and get just about anything, but why can't they stay in the business of consumer goods and stay out of the business of healthcare? I'm just a little concerned about what direction we're going in. I would love to hear your thoughts. Please like and subscribe and tell me what you think about, you know, Amazon getting in the business of healthcare. Let me know. You know, like I said, I think the big thing is the control. Just like in these hospital groups, their providers are driven and dictated how they can do medicine, and I'm a little concerned. And I'm not talking about the little fraud things that go on all over the planet, but I'm talking about an honest doctor doing an honest day's work, practicing medicine, and being told what he can and can't do ridiculously. You know, there's guidelines. I'm not saying throw everything away. I'm just saying, you know, basic, you know, rules. Things like, if one treatment doesn't work, why can't we try this other treatment that is working, but it's not in their rule book? So I'm concerned with that. So let me know what your thoughts are. Post your comments, and let's have a conversation. Thank you, and have a great day.